Adesmame mwakwa baba Adom TV kase so don hwe kase ene ye de ebro free summary ekopem se no so ebebo enti mafidie ne na hade edi hwe ena ne ye bebro na ensam no de edi mwakotene bi ene se yebekọ oboase akofum ene ne mpotamu police fo atutu ameko wiase kronfo ba ko etu aka no weti nananom ewonse ye do ye de honsem ebebro ye free wa na afi ye de ni atwemu akwa akohwe ene yese online learning enti ama adisuafo dodo na e woli gonsuapon mu enhyeda nkoye emfa mo modern bo no ate aba fom se tem eno so monsem beba ansa ne akwa akohwe Ghana Statistical Service for nhwemu de aba monten e kwan ye fa so to ye nwura go mu kyerema nipa kakra bi ene wa kwanya wotimi to nwura egu yiye ensem bi e kan we hu na me obidum bie kwakwa dukumi anwumre making kind de ama ye na ye homra ne mu nwura Yamakwa bebion afi yebo edi ra ensem no mobo ase ho ne ye ni eche ensem abeto dwane se police fo atoto abeko wiase abrante kwa bi esu so ekronfo de ekrono a tu da so ibi anroba samra mekase woti nananom ewonse do ye odi apobe piemu awo Adanse Akrofrom District Assembly. The DBPM wa hanyina ani se yenya ne ntie se WAMASI kokwatente kwantimpo no so no akrofo yronfo bi akotu ase ho ama me no ka se etia kasa ama baako a yesusu se wanya mfisi abeye aduasa enum aye fre ne yaw obolo de wato nananom ewo nse do ewo atoyemu ho wo mu kire mu se nipa beye enum na ombe piemu ho na tua ka baako ama na to na so emu nan aka de wo mu twane ama krumofo atiesi nwura mu a wo mu ehye sa nipa okun sa wo mu di sa anyamla sa asem no ye be pie mu ha na DC eni nkomo na yemisa DC se asem na kasa emu nkyeremu ene sen
so be kaya about 2 weeks ago similar incident esi ntiema police for no hwa mo se ekwan bia bofa so na maboa ma ekwan so adwubia no ombetutu ho na mo nti na enyama mo se anapei ekwamkafo ye amrobes no tutu anamon se mbekoso akudi erukasa mo kwan so a police for no so di ohun kan a omutimi eno munya engagement a baako etimi afri mu na ebinom so atowire mu a omodwane na community for no ne asam member no ne committee for eguso a tiem ho gumre mu a ombo modern se mbetimi ache sa konfo aka na ni police for nyina nti amo kozua amo tatai sa for nse be ya mbetimi ache wo mo na fe ekwan mu adwo nti binim se sa bre ya police for etimi ni etututu akoso a ba kon afri mu no edi hu kakra beba akonfo no so kwan so emu de abok amo kakra because se obi nam kwan so ekọ akodi ni dwa akwa ni dwuma de bi ehia na se pribia no akonfo betato mo kwan ma edi hu na bre sa for no
assembly member so ewa ha ye na assembly member no so ni nkomo
dwedifo nya kwantifo de bia no mo beto ahye omo so enti ya ma DC ni mpanifo so te ma police commander mo nyina ate ya ni police fo kambo ma ye kusu ayetu ho na mo na ahomachi ya na police fo no ta abanta ahomachi e no mo ba pro e wo yampotem ha omo nyamro bese no be hia mu ene na nya agrese wani we tutuo na we yato e ma am kwa mbaro bo ye no ba ko eto amono mu ha enti ye gusu aye hwese ye benya omo maka no na ye ma ye gina kasafidie so na se TV so e de akọ amrobesa omo edo mani ahwe wo ma ase kokotenten yakonya me be kire kwan ne so se omo ntwe omo fi sa adwumadie no ifise se ne yakọ ye no nkomo maka no ke setimi kan omo kan ho a ke bia na de ebesi nye
meeting ade Isaac K nomenyo Adom kase
Miss Mede di obidum bie kwakwa dukumi Adom TV kokomlemle fa no first street ha ene ye wo na kase eguso aye be edema na Ghana Statistical Service o ma yenhwemu bia abetom monten se Ghana fo hema bupen be se dumienu de ba bi obetum agu a betimi aboa enya de omunya akwanya etimi esa
5 volumes a itwat so ewo afimpinu ene aduonu ba akon population and housing census a wonom eyeye no wonom ema wonom adwene ko ensuo ahonudie ene adan ahodo a ewo oman mu ene enyama afoforo so na hwehwemu a woyeye ewo saa bia yi mu no wonom ehwe impumtu a ekoso ewo enyama ahodo a woma wadwene ekoso no emu Samuel Kobna anim eye government statistician wodi emu nkyeremu atudwa
yehwe disposal of waste yehwe wastewater and solid waste. Now wastewater and yeshe there nkofo generate wastewater wo soak pit bia wastewater nkogum ana wo sewage system bia wastewater nkogum ana what to go pado 2021 population housing census in Dabo to that there. Wastewater ye generate if you bathhouse in a year jada ye demand about 70% of households were Ghana what to go see to do, what to go pado. BBI ye pay attention to because wastewater disposal no so have no so nonsense and do apomdim.
Sophia Kumoji, Chief Corporate Communication Officer, our Jospon Group of Companies, and also Echo Jumedia CBA, or Coachere Najene Ewo, Quanya, and Hunidi Edubekua who do Efaso, Edeboa, and Hunidi Mwahuchrewo or Meimuno.
According to the reports, some of the households, even within Accra, Greater Accra region and Ashanti region, households, more than 1 million households do not have waste bins. So it means if we really want to get to that level, we should move beyond the 1 million and go to 2 million or more. Because at the moment, we've distributed more than 300,000. But I didn't hear such say. It is a Nipani J. And what will make it even more impactful is for government to come up with a bylaw to say that every household must own a bin.
Masisa senso wache swafo wono en wo hwe works and housing so wono so de nsem atuja
e na obesi dan abra o target marketing needs come beto no government e the new program aba e friend new government affordable housing program and no ye ma private sector not land na ya ma ye the infrastructure called land no so na ye keka we nyina abuma the cost of construction is so better by 40%. And no be private sector no, and so no price now all turn abafom.
Yemfro na fe yemfa ye ni entrance fufuro ma industrial area brand TV akrofo to no mkwache BULLION vana ekwowiase etoko kan no ma brand ni chima ba bia do na yeden sempanyfo amema wontimi hwe no kora
amanfo be kaya e ba beto dwa se omanfo bi a wo mususu se wo mo akrofo ekota BULLION van ewo industrial area ma tututu ema Adom TV yekopie mu wo ho ene omanfo bi wo ho atwetwe nkomo ema ne beto dwa se nipa miense bi wo ho a etuoi eka om sisi ameno kase die obaako a etuo no eka no ewo menchen a Adom TV ene ne twetwe nkomo
Autonyo do pe me inale ala national area be muaji animlo pe mele memlani velianye recare ba yombo ma famille de dope la lajo de comme fono mi do mo to me zereka e me se tuwe gbedidi e tututu gba itoke wa da zereka nyo ba lo e me yidime e ke me yidime a me shame keken kaka mo aji keken ble a me shame keken kaka me nyale ke ma o kaka ma ba nyoa ameshame keken kaka la fima ye velia nyere kare ba kplon ko do vume ko ide all spirit ko lobu all spirit e sojo over fima e ko va obo ya pere mianu e ko jua e mega senane ko gomu mo ide ko anjia obe ga makoba kape wa po wa de bullet à la forme nam ya tamele kuku dem nami nemi le nyenko se ma me coup de nami nemi akpere ni wa de bullet à la forme nam lo me le coup de nami
abranti amutie na efen alika kofi se woni ni nuanom eco industrial area wo mo ko ho se wo mo ko dipa no ma pebibi edi na no nam so ma tututu a wo ma wo mususu se wo mo eye akronfo yi etu ebi ebe kan ne nan enam so ma ye de ni kopie mu e wo kwalebu ayaresabia ye de ni kopie ho no womo kire se esese obetue sika ansan womo etimi eyi budet efi ni nan mu na sese de sika ode bekotua amomo yi bullet na efi ni nan mu no se sika no onibi na wei ana ode adesede eto aposifo enim se aposifo enya ne moa na etuo ya eka ni ma bullet akohye ni nan mu etimi eyi ede efrim amane boy me amede brel efri industrial area Medin at the Prince also Esiedu Adom TV.
Yet was one after ye dear ni and some from and a copy more elegance upon my penibia. What be our child or what is smart to just say and online teaching, online learning. Bibia be for contemporary faso edisuadiano. Was here nay among quada or more than above from pa. It even Timuncho Moyadebro.
Say wohwe senior yade kire o university no etiena ansa na covid no eba beba no na ye kira de e classroom I friend no face to face so lecturer ejina ho no mo na face students no so e ho na fe mo interact na covid no eba no ema ye jai sa ade kire no ema fe ade kire no eba be ye bibi e friend no online no na fe HSS students no etifie anase otini room ne ho and a lecturer no so use a computer ni internet na fe ode e trade na fe e bana sa no nia mi hu ye no ene se school for omo free ifi ohia wo mu anase wo mu eni sika no omo entumi ento credit omo de eba online no so eba number bisua ade no bi omunso a omuni sika no na afi omuntumi ento computer ana omuntumi ento phone a friend smartphone na afi edisua de no bibre na omunso omo entumi amambekire omambesua ade no bi enti dia na meche ni nyina ene se ewo se aban ene university no eni eko sa bia sa omo a omuni bie no akogina no efre se omo a omuni bie no online adesua no ha omo bebre metime ebumani atese at least be about 30% hono baby ede kono ebisa omo se online adekye no mpempenso bi duye unisika ana uni computer nti wentumi amba na be 30% ede kochese yentumi amba na fa bi so so se emredo do san na to bia wentumi mba around be 20-30% echese be 4 times ana some more yentumi emba lectures nti even say even 10% ana 15% kra muntumi mba lectures 4 times ana some more ana utumi se hadwin pa
Yanko memu mrashe bedwafie no memu mrashe bedwafo na de nsema todwa so obi antom agoye na de Ghana de hia wokwa kusua de obi manso Ukraine ebeya kaban enkofo mra
Ewiase afana nyinada edwani ehwe ade a Russia eye ewo Ukraine esanman so twenkese a eda wontemu nti no Russia man no asrafo ahyase etoto eyetopaye eko Ukraine man mu weyinti ebramra hyebedwafie ehyiaye no ena opanyina wodi dom kuma no anim Haruna Idusu ede ato mpanyimfo anim se ebra eduse Ghana ma wo Ukraine hono ma wo sua de anase wo ye bibi foforo no mpanyimfo ema wo honya ha enkofo omumfiri osanse de ntokwa ne kono anhwa na agensamu
the safety of Ghanaian students in Ukraine and to work towards the immediate evacuation of Ghanaian students, those studying in Ukraine. Mr. Speaker, this we must do to assure the students and their parents that they are Ghanaian and they deserve our support. So it's a matter of urgent public importance. I'm indulging you that we raise this matter because the Minister of Finance must make money readily available to the foreign minister. We do know the number of Ghanaian students in Ukraine, quite a number studying medicine, probably some even sponsored by members of parliament.
Emrashebedwani a owo Ebuakwa South Samuel Atachia edeka ho se de eko ewo Ukraine man mu no esese mpanyimfo ema omo ho ye hapa na okofa Ghana ma efri ho.
Honorable Speaker, we can't be sure the way the matters are escalating in Ukraine. If you pay regard to what America is saying and then what Putin himself is saying and the rest of the world, the safety of our people cannot be guaranteed. In these circumstances, I can only say that you don't have to play lottery with their lives because we don't trust the next military maneuver that is going to come from the Russian leader.
Alexander Fenyoma kena waye dom kese no panyimpa be de achire enso de nano eto asemi mu bia wo twe mu se de dom kuma no aka no wo monso pene so se esese animu animu ya wo kofa Ghana ma efri Ukraine honum.
A Ghanaian who is looking at the reality has brought to our attention this important international issue. We don't live in isolation. We live within the ECOWAS bloc, we live within the AU bloc, we are a member of the UN. We are part of the world economy. And I'm saying that our economy is being affected, will be affected, and we should look at the reality. Businesses will be affected. I am a businessman. I know what is happening. Lawyers will be affected. Entrepreneurs are going to suffer because of this Ukraine situation.
Emrashebidwafo bi a akanso edwanu tuma wetwe mu sa semidie entempara Ghana mpanyimfo enkofa Ghana fo wo honom.
What the leader said, or the issue he raised, is an important one that we all have to start, or our leadership will have to start working on.
Yana ya homman kwaji abuafo nkrato ye ba kase no de aka ye beto aso. Yanko NTOBROSO na obeka ya enrada ye de beto mu anim se dwumadie bi koso ema excavators nene combined team task force omo hyehi bia ne ade na asamba ko ba mu ene se excavators ni bi wa ne hye finfin eno mkotwa agade tu me nei empanyifo so ye hwehwemu e de afa ho.
Ene ena sentwofo nhyiemu akoso ama panyinekese a wona hwe operation so ede ma command Colonel Emmanuel Jedu ede atodwa akire mu se enye humtirimupo eso mu twagya ato edan ni mu na mu excavators ahodo mo hye na mu mienu a mu twagya to mu no na ben efie no a enam so bi ema agya tretreye ekoka efie no.
These excavators were moved and parked close by the river, which is also close to the settlement. 2 excavators were set ablaze, but tragically, a close-by house which was being used by the illegal miners as a fuel storage to supply fuel for the excavators caught fire. This happened because, though the house was quite far from the burning excavators, the fuel spillage from the house to the excavators also caught fire, causing the fire to travel to the house. Fortunately enough, no lives were lost.
Colonel Emmanuel Jedu HSA emposi jano etentene ekofie ho no when you wadwen se enka obisi ano kwan se ne be ya eniewu ana ense nema nanso timamufo no ama ho kwan a omo hyase eto wo abo.
Efforts on the part of the personnel, our personnel present to prevent the fire from reaching the house was thwarted when the locals started attacking them with stones and other offensive implements. The personnel called in the fire service around Nkawie, and on their arrival, they were equally assaulted and their fire tender destroyed.
Colonel Emmanuel Jedu HSA on manen so wa mprimprim hye nhwemu ase a omode hwe ne ntia agya no etumi nante ye ko fie ho a ama efie no atumi ahye no.
Be ye nhwemu they establish the actual circumstance surrounding the whole situation. Communities na sa mine na the air cost no omomo aye na yentumi eden emfa nko intia nia ekoso
adwumaso ede operation woto etoso mienu nyina ene se obehwe abonsuo nsuo ho ban kwa ebretu ho ban se ne ebe ya wo ma etu ofumo gudi a emfamra kwanso no ense oboade niema a ode adomye no amaneboyi Emmanuel Bright Kweku edi free Asante Mantemu NTOBROSO
yen free NTOBROSO na fa yen fe yen nche utag nsensem nim na nei utag ne aban ahyase atwetwe nkomo ede afa kwan a entawantawa beto omontano mo betimi aso ano.
Suapomu Churchfo ye University Teachers Association of Ghana egusua edinsa woso efa condition of service ya wono HSA wo hia no sebe ya obekosuku demo akwakwachade wokoye nhyiamudie ye no Fair Wages and Salaries Commission for ena edi animu HSA afayemi enu betimi atenase aka asem no ebra wo wie nhyiamu no ena national president ya woda UTAG ano Professor Solomon Nuno ene Adom kase etwetwe nkomo editu dwase obesre UTAG for se wonum ento aba enye de neck akano entum sebeya obetimi aso ohaw no ano.
Today we submitted our demands to them, so we are waiting.
Okay, so what are some of the demands? Is it the
I can't tell you. We've submitted our demands.
But the Labour and Employment Minister says that there was some JOJO. So
yes, there was a JOJO. So we submitted demands. We'll get back.
So when are you expected to be back there?
Next week, Wednesday. Because, you know, there's the Labour conference in Kwewu, Eziabetifia or something. So we'll all be traveling there. And then when we come back on Wednesday, we start.
Okay, so, Prof, are you worried about the rejection of next decision by some UTAG branches?
No, I'm not worried. It's part of our processes. So left to be, it would be nice if members actually vote to support the decision of NEC. No matter what, NEC has given a directive as to what to do. So if you recall, we said that 4th of March, if we don't hear anything positive, we are going to go back on the strike. So yes, that one is there. But it's important that we go through this democratic process. That is what our constitution stipulates. It's clearly stated in our constitution. So per the constitution, if that happens, then we'll convene a meeting and then think about when to start the strike again. It's not automatic that the moment they reject, then we are on strike. No. As at now, we all have to go back to work. And they need to support, we need to all look at what leadership has done so far, and let's support leadership so that we can all work and get things done.
And wachi ena oswafa be de chia wo hwe enyuma so bright recruitable enso editu just say enhiemu ya wonum eyeyeyi woye na somdwemu a eso aba mfaso esan say utak edward said de abeto aban anim na aban enso betena se ahwe se be ya wo betimi aye de wonum epe ama wo mo
ekoye papa ya shase sene munyina munim no utak for ne aban ahia we first meeting enti omo akasa de susu e bai se omo sensem no omo boss nkyere enti omo atra maye ya giatum next week nyame boa aban de nimu a ebe mom say na negotiation etie omo de bani asom ne enso aka bi no masom enti ya wa reshem se de tie biara e betumi aka ema na yeye se de omo agiatum se school abie enti ade kire ne adesua ahyase ekoso ye sua ponim.
Yet also the Jumekwa friends send Ghana so the nsema to just some brofo wo mayi mu skaka kra bosumi bia na ban e de mom no lip e be yanka ban enhyimu nkyene enkontem said e be omo so o mabrabo e betimi awiemu de
Omanfo a wo livelihood empowerment against poverty nim no eye onibiefo a ebi nso so edi dem abosumi biara esese aban ema omu bibi ede hwe won ho na sasika ya na brano no aka etwepa ekobasa ekuakuo bi te se Send Ghana social accountability and civil society for eka won ho bom ede to aban anim se esese wotwe sika ema sankofo yi sese sika esese se wotwia ema wona wo hye lip ni mu no achepa ne sent de okacha aban se ebra aso se wo san etwia abosomi bebredi a wontwia ye na ebra wo ye nsentwofo nhye mu no Isaac Nyakokwache a wogina mu ema Send Ghana Foundation no dia wo kan ye ene se
government must be proactive. Yes, sympathize with government, and then it means that the very vulnerable people are equally going to be overburdened. And at the ABC, don't forget, Corona by Krana are overburdened the already vulnerable persons. And so why do we sympathize with government? It is just a matter of being proactive right from the beginning. We are proactive, so I need to pay these people wherever the money is. And again, the allocations made to for these policies, we must ensure that those allocations are released on time. An institution, it is not an individual. So if the individual is not there, the institution must work. Just as you are here, if you are not here, the institution must be working. If you could not come for this program, also be back, and the press conference must go on. So it is about institution. The institution must be strengthened, not individual.
We ye wadi to just say, and centrofo nhyiamu ya wo free nane se wode beto abanyanim se ebraso se 75th cycle and 76th cycle la dada aban entwia ye no wontwia ma wo mu
enchenche e wo na afi sa na yebeka no but enkosi da bai already government abemu se obeboa ne onibie afi de onibie no san kobre enikro entina say yehwe na ye no as early as possible because what bemu say when say nipa no onibia adentina afi o san twen ma dia nani daso ni mom no ebeye adehia amano
Yefra ne de ne chemo bunu Eastern PP amanyuko no akache abato a enche bi omukwa akotonom de yi empanyufo no empanyufo chemo a emiamia be se duba ko ananko woto aba no watimi ayi ne se mudu ene woto aba yi ba ko de wo de ahye fridging bibi oho
Yemantemu MPP otitere ni Thomas Eduapia ene Adom Kasie etwetwe nkomo ene odi tu dwase emfa ho se mentimi nwase pi asore ewo MPP amanyuko no efa ewo mantem awoduo mu bunapo yemantemu die empanifo de hyehye egu akwam se beye a polling station forms no obi opa bibia benya bi ato ochemu se ohwese die wo hye dwumadi na se ekoto ten no a nani agye ho
Election Council may say you conduct election in 10 out of the 11 constituencies.
Techman Stout and keep it on hold, best known to the National Council, and for that matter, the leadership of the party. Issue form now Friday. So far, Mentesa Basabasa Ebia, SC constituency BIA. Ebiana report to be now about Chama, forms will be a say, the directives of my regional rep C2 said the forms get to each and every one or aspire to become an aspirant or a candidate. So far, the Boni East, we are on course. We are experiencing peaceful atmosphere regard of the issuance of the polling station forms.
Enwechi osaka de to aso say MPP amanyoko no betimi atra nwotwe no akodumi enu dia ene eje se emabunu no nyina eka won bom no bontu emu oden ema amanyoko no wode kokobo ema abaton pesua no so empanimfo ya wonom eye kanana ayenam so de basabasaye ebeba se wonom nyina enyan sebe ya obetimi aduru amanyoko no botaye eho.
When we want to break the age, we need this youthful, exuberant men and women the agenda of breaking the age come into reality. And I think I send a word of caution, like you said, through most of the media houses in the region. So I wouldn't even hesitate to call any regional rep or chairman officer agenda rep. So what do you form now? Not just say we are executive or police station. Register no issue out the police station. The register is going to be the album.
Adom TV kase ye guso aye kenkan de ma ye be sada ye ho aba ye ba ye beto aso. Ye makwa aba biun ye boy wuramu e wa pomudi mu nsem ane de ye ntwem UNICEF fo akache samre wo mo na ewiase amansan ka bo mu ko ne nkraba ta hwe pomudi mu nsem so e ka wo ho abom said ye be ya wo betete Ghana adehye enkanka ma e kwa wo be fa so wo be man kwada no fo emra wa wo foforo na fo wanya hoden.
UNICEF and WHO, we are supporting, and other partners, we are supporting Ghana Health Service in building the capacity of health staff and supporting them to be able to provide the right information to caregivers. You know, routinely, caregivers will go to the health facility for tangible information, and you know, the health facility is the best source of information on which path to take when it comes to breastfeeding and other infant and young child feeding practices. So the health staff have the capacity to provide group education to mothers and potential mothers, and also they are able to provide one-on-one counseling for mothers when it comes to breastfeeding.
Edwadi mu nsam ye body rem dia na ye ko oti region nika fo ho ene ne omuko kwa pae no ne nyina da ene se wo mo so mu nika na fanwo ene wo mo de epia na fanwo so bo ne atotum nte ko ba ne sa na ye din e dia mo Adom TV kase ye sentrofo ne o ma twetwenkomo
said say fanwo bo ekosoro ewo man mu no enye hyen mutina ene akoniabedie nkoa ena ne bo akosoro ne mum wonom a woyam eburu ene eniama ewo nika mu nso ekira a edinsunsan so oboni bebiri ena aba bejai wonom so Adom kasiama ne boni ene wonom a woye adwuma ewo nika mu etwetwenkomo no wonom eda ne di se kanibi nanka wonom eyam eburu bolu ba ko a na wonom ejigana sidi no ba ko na nso se sanse ne eniama bo akosoro ntino ade se wonom ejigana sika no sidi mienu ansa na aboa ma wonum dwumadie no akonkan
emprego a omleto fangu yes ya kase ya dato ejuma ya no so a ejuma na nya de e ko ena tu fangu ebe tu no affected bia in which cost of spare parts from a problem inti amase say ejuma no kra no one akofo yeah problem one fango and a flower and near my idea jumano you have to fango always with the alcohol yes customers one of the campaigns
ɔmanfoɔ bi ya no wɔkɔyɛ am wɔnom nneɛma ɛwɔ nikanika mu nso ɛda ne de sɛ de sɛ fa ngobo ɛkɔsoro da bia no ɛde nsunsuanso ɔbɔne bebree na ababeto wɔnom abrabɔ ɛne wɔnom adwuma so ɔnam saa yɛ so de adesɛdeɛ to aban anim sɛ wɔnyɛ bibi ɛmfa fa ngobo a ɛbere bi ɛkɔsoro no so sɛ de ɛbɛyɛ a ohia yɛ adokoro ɔmanfoɔ bi ɛwɔ ɔman mu no obetumi ɛto aseɛ.
Nakasa, baby Afro could do, Petronusu, baby Afro could do. And now best man Basse, now about more price demand. Cocaine back our 1 day, I didn't have it. As I said, Mamma Jessica, I'm with 20. A year and Haji. Another month, my 2 play a higher. I don't know what I want to do. I want to look at less than 2 million, 3 million. No, my yeah, 1
Diadru so ya go kansi mu nsem ya menu aba fire lady Mrs. Mavis Avonyo Bako adorable lady what a bro.
Mama akwaba de ba ago kansi so Mavis Avonyo fire lady adorable lady. Visit the papa being am de nsem ne bras dan koma Menes Beauty Palace wono ene ye miti kama ede emame. Friend was 0244211106 so obesi o kama na bibia konkan ne de semne broad ya hye ne so say the board chairman the National Sports Authority ora set pan wom e de abetu dwa say wogidie say infrastructure and stadiums that wo eye o manum no say ebetimi maintain dia na so wo mo ka wo mo to mabo eye the private sector no wo mo entuma no no mutimi edidi sa adwuma no.
Going to have a different shift as a board to see how we can partner with private sectors, you know, to maintain and also even generate funds from some of the facilities that are being installed in the stadium. We have a lot of rooms here that we can converge into other usage that will generate income and support the maintenances of the daily running of the organization. You know, we have vast lands that we can use and convert some into other usages that will equally generate fund. Fortunately for the NSA and for the fact that we have been listed under the institutions that are mandated by the Minister of Finance to also generate IGF, you know, to generate internal funds to supplement our activities and support that of the consolidated inflows. We can improvise some of these things whilst maintaining our core mandate of promoting the sporting activities.
Yeguswa share infrastructure ho ensesem no national so say Ghana ye ne age esi na so say 2023 African Games no ye de ebe hihye so anu nti yeguswa eboaboa ye ho na ukopie mo Legon Stadium dia one of the facilities a ebeboa amasa adwumedie na akoso project manager ya ofusu dia to ye nim say wo matimi aye adwuma du be 20%.
Ye be wie December afiwe mu Games no August 2023. Into Ebema enough time. There's a minimum of 6 to 8 months for testing the facilities. Yebenye ama are ready in time for the games. Enunti ena ya program sene ebeye na yebewie bibia ntem na emre above sene ebeye testing and commissioning. Inti so far ne de yenim yen say problem be eba completion.
Dear me de timi so boakra na national say boxing mun say former IBF lightweight champion Richard Oblite Kome and what be abetu just say nanwa de boxing authority for one more league or more de so no ogidi say a waste of time enya dia ebe boakra.
Everything is messed up. You know what I mean? And I know they want to do this. They want to do it because they've seen the money involved, and they know that is why they're trying to do it behind the promoters, the managers, because they know they give the bosses any amount of money, and then they keep the rest. And that is these guys put their life on the line Remember, I always say this, you put these guys out there, you think they are stupid. Not all boxers are stupid. I ain't stupid. You know what I mean? And boxing, you need to be mentally strong and be wise. You know what I mean? Because it takes a lot to be a boxer. If it's easy, everyone would be boxer. You know what I mean? So it shouldn't be playing with the intelligence of the boxers. You know what I mean? Some of them are wise, just that they need someone like me.
Aseda nkoma crew ni nyina me visa vonyo fa lady ajobo lady visda o papa bi nam den sem ne bro wo menua brema kwaku edu kumede de aka ne to aso ama Mr. Wada Fansanka efidie no.
Yes, I'm a kwa baby Adom TV kaseni guswa ye kenkan edma yenko komante na nan matan kunwa ena se the PCA aseda so no omo de ma Adom TV ana mo a yetu na omo hawo ye kan ho asem empanyufo aso ano ede amomo
Sadie Adom kase de beto abonten efa coastal kese a ewo komante a ewo mfimfi mantam ho a aban eja coastal yi ejeje hu ama enwura na age ho no mabosi asemi ba abonte pe no empanyimfo bi o wa aban mu etu onanam akohonom ne nananom akohwese de tebia ne te a wode ato onanimu se sesi adade wo ye nsiesie de wo ho a enche kra bosumi mienu ntem pepepe obehwe se coastal no ebesan aye adwuma biem ebra okohonom enanana duku wo hena ho komante ede to empanyimfo ye animu se de washa wombo no wonhwe se obedi sa aboshe ne so
de you abiri benfa what some way to anam na wa ba menchen wo aza wo ye man haw Adom FM nda wo ye makasa wo ocha wo ye makasa ma wa dawo mala mpanyifi we yehunu oda na so nde aya ntfofra aman ko comment de won no wo begina de wo ba maaze no wetum na wa ye adwuma nti mo we yinjem de obeye adwuma so nti man yije pa de wetum na wetu apeno azama mo wo makacha wan de ma on da wa bahi damra makan obotum na at least by 1 month and 2 months po aye adwuma ye do ba ye pinya na inje ba shen akoma ma yan kwade ya wa kade ampa comment go stone ori adwuma nti yan kwade nkezi go
opanyina wayi ne se enema ne mfidi ahodo a coastal ye sese wode kwhye ho no na ebehwe so ama mpanyimfo aye se adwuma no woni Adom kase ekasa ye wode tuda se enche kra mfidi ni na obehwe se de asese no ebeye adwuma afenso de sese wode kwhye ho no nso obeye no ama coastal kesie asan apeja biem.
We finished this building like 8 or 9 years back, so even the way it is very hard.
Okay.
And the last one should be Alfacini. And we come back to Accra, we make Pram. And that will be all. And maybe in 2-3 weeks we know the results. We can make an estimation, we can make what we need to do with the jobs, etc., etc.
Okay. Okonfantemana, Municipal Coordinating Director or Hono dia wokan eni.
Komanti abokodo no wa hyase de ori adwuma. E mfibia wa basen kona wo de the machines obisio. No ye adwuma da. They say they may be hempe for a way na wasana bebi no bohwe mo akodida em yi de oboboa manfanse manisi akohanyim nkankan hen apoye dwumeja ye di wo mfanseman ha said bia nko hen afrafi wo kona we na ma wodi wanam BBC onke say me pempi na say okọ na wo kai chiri nam no wode ba o say no wonyi bia papa bia wode be hye na wotum no wiki for some time. Ye bibia ti the man video ba mo wo medin so wa yankodo na bobo ho na kwan rodo
enyina wesni amfa kase ne mra na wie di am giso e obidum bi akwa dukumi Adom to me a ye besan so hye biom yakra mo nyina baba.